I had a look this morning and only 3 of my last 15 uploads were about the Summer Wells case. I didn't want to go over old stuff that I covered before for the sake of views or subs. And to be honest, some of the non-Summer Wells videos I did recently, especially the ones on Michael Vaughan, have been the most rewarding and fulfilling to create. Please check them out if you haven't. My last video on Summer was when Don went to jail and I was speculating about what would happen next. I talked about how I'd love to see Candus relaxed and feel safe. Not for her sake, but because I think it's our best chance at getting some answers and the truth. And when I seen her on a call with Crackin Cases, Cam and Ali, and then yesterday she went live on YouTube in a hotel room, I'm all for it. It looks like she's loving her time away from Don, spending all her Cash App money. I hope she has a lovely time. I hope that hotel had a spa. I hope she got the full works. I know you don't like to see it, I don't either, but a relaxed, safe Candus is our best chance of getting answers, and she's given us some already. There was a child in the background when she went live from that hotel room. I know this is going to start some conspiracy theories. I don't know who that child is. I assume it's the child of whoever Candus was with at that hotel room. I did find it very unsettling how she seemed basically kind of bored about talking about Summer. Bored about talking about her script. Compare this to Brandy Neal. I had a live stream on Monkey a few days ago and she joined and stayed for the whole thing, fully engaged. I didn't ask her to do this or never talk to her. She's just a mother frantically looking for her son and will do anything she can to get Michael home. Michael and Summer went missing around the same time, so if you think this is normal behaviour or demeanour from a mother, it's not. It's not. I don't care if she was down in the spa and had a massage and went out to the balcony and had a joint and then came in and did it. It's not normal. I think in the last month or so, a lot of you have changed your mind. A month ago, I did a poll and 22% of you thought that Summer was sold as a temporary or permanent transaction. When I asked this last week, this has shot up to 41%, almost doubled. And I'm kind of with you on that. I have been warming to that possibility in recent weeks. I don't understand it. I like to put myself in the shoes of the person committing the crime, but I can't with this one. If you think it doesn't happen, go look at my video on Camry Holland and what her mother did 2 months ago. It does happen, probably a lot more than we all think. And that's the area that I've been looking into since I did that video on Don going to jail. At a first glance, the stats from Tennessee look frightening, but I will also say I'm not convinced yet that Don and Candus fit the profile of parents doing this. Could be wrong, but that's where I was going to do my next video on, and looking at the possibility of was Summer sold as a temporary or permanent transaction. And this would have been the first time I go with the majority on a poll. Anyone who was around here long enough knows I can't resist making a video on things that are the least favourite in the poll. Gets me in trouble, I lose subs, but I like to ask myself questions and I like to make you ask yourself questions. Back to Candus. She was on live with Cam and Ali the day before the hotel room, and she basically put a spanner in the works of me making a video that I think the majority of people will like. I'm sure you've all seen it now. Michelle covered it today, please check it out if you haven't, but Candus said basically, what if I walked out there with her?
Pain of what if this, what if that,
Yeah.
what if I did this right, what if I did that right, what if I walked out there with her, what if I did this, what if I did that.
We all know the implications of the statement, not going to go too much into it again. I made a video before talking about, did Candus know Summer was playing hide and seek? Did she know she was outside? And this is probably the first bit of truth and honesty that Candus has given us in a long time, if ever. It aligns perfectly with the first reports that Summer was last seen outside a family home. Why Candus tried to bring this back to the basement, I don't know. Perhaps to hide her negligence or something worse, don't know. But if she was being truthful and honest here, even subconsciously, it does go directly against being sold as a temporary or permanent transaction. And it has me looking at the other theories. The accident is something I want to talk about more in the future, especially around the dogs, and if they are going to pick up a scent based on Summer and her body weight. But we have a lot of hurdles to get over here. Something I never heard anyone talk about is the amount of fuel that Candus had in her car. You can be sure that TBI know. You can be sure they checked when she last got fuel and how much. She strikes me as someone who's going to drive around with it near empty before she fills up, and they are probably able to make a very, very good guess at whether Candus had enough fuel in that car to go hide a body 20-30 minutes away that day. And perhaps that's why the most recent searches weren't too far from the home, but they didn't find anything. And there is a lot of stuff to get over if you want to look at it as being an accident cover-up. The cadaver dogs, the boys seen nothing and saying nothing since, Candus and Grandis passing a polygraph, Don believing Candus, and the fact that they didn't find her body most of all. There's a lot of hurdles to get over if you believe that Summer died in an accident and Candus got rid of the body. So back again to the poll. 15% think she was taken by someone she knows. I don't know, and I probably should have asked them to clarify whether they think this is for a good reason or a bad reason. But combine that with the stranger abduction and we have 18%. Is this what happened? Was she out playing on the hill and grabbed? I don't think she was lured like Michael Vaughan would have been. Michael had flip-flops on that didn't come off, which tells us he wasn't grabbed or picked up in a rush. But he is very different to Summer, a bit softer, smaller, not as wild, and probably a bit more trusting of strangers. I can see how he can be lured. I've been walking dogs in parks when suddenly a little toddler would be following me. Usually there's a frantic mother right behind, but it's not difficult to lure a small child away. Usually it's done by asking questions and gaining trust and cooperation. I don't think that happened with Summer. I think she was grabbed if she was taken, and maybe that's exactly what the scream that Jodie Sue heard was. I speculated in the past whether this was actually Candus finding Summer's body. But maybe it's more simple, maybe it's not that complicated, maybe it was just Summer being grabbed. The likelihood of this happening on Ben Hill Road? Very unlikely, especially for the stranger danger. Again, very different to the Michael Vaughan case where he is unknowingly in a prime location to be targeted. Ben Hill Road is a far cry from that, but not impossible, and if it's someone Summer knows, she was obviously more trusting of them. I want to look into that more tomorrow and look into how exactly kids are taken. The difference between older kids and younger kids and the sorts of locations where this can happen. If you are sensitive to that sort of stuff or triggered easy, don't watch my video tomorrow. I've talked about Michael Vaughan a lot in this video. That's a case that I believe he was 100% abducted. The Michael Vaughan case is not like Summer Wells' case in so many areas. But he also isn't like Summer for the fact that he never got an Amber Alert and his face is not out there. Think of all the photos you've seen of Summer and think of how many you've seen of Michael. His face needs to get out there. The thumbnail I used for his video yesterday was a different picture to the one that I used before and the one that most people use when they make videos about him. Some people didn't know it was him. So it goes to show you what happens when there's only kind of one picture floating around. Please help him out. Please help his mother out. I made 2 posters during the week for him, which I know his mother approves of. I've linked them down below. If you are living anywhere in the States or Canada, please share them to your social media. Good luck, God bless, have a good day.